Hey guys, Carl here. Thought I'd do something a little different today. You guys know I start a lot of projects and I don't finish it. And it's self-imposed. It really gets a little stupid about how... Oh, I broke the switch. Gosh darn it. It really gets a little stupid about how many things I want to do. Like I said, it's all self-imposed because I bought too many things. But I wanted to run through the projects with you guys. Here's a 1986 Honda TRX Foreman 350. I imagine she's going to fire right up, but what happened was we broke the Kickstarter and it bound up the engine. So it's a matter of pulling this side off. I have all the parts on the bench. It's just a matter of pulling the side off this case, freeing up this Kickstarter, and the old girl will run again. My dad bought this new in 1986. He's been dead for 25 years. And so it matters to me, but she's going to be here. This is a project that'll never go away. Another project. I ran a scooter business in 2010. Had a scooter with 200 miles on it, and I strapped it to the back of a go-kart. This is actually a complete rebuild kit. Coil, carburetor, air filter, carburetor, CDI, everything. Fresh fuel. Put that kit on a 45-mile-an-hour go-kart. All scooter motorcycle control. Another project. This is a electric bike I made in 2008, recumbent out of a Bike E. Kind of a long story on that. I've already made a video, but I met the guy that were building this before he started the company, and I found this in 2008, or I found it in 2000, and in 2008 I converted it myself with a front-wheel drive unit for an electric e-bike. And it's just runs like a champ. I need to replace lead acid batteries with some nice lithium ions or lithium iron phosphates, LFPs. And I mean, still just an incredible bike. So yeah, project after project. You guys know about the solar kit. These are the solar panel connections up here on the rafters, and they come over and drop into all the batteries I got down here. Solar charge controller, 2000 watt inverter. The Harbor Freight charge controller is just here to tell me voltages, but that's all coming along. Of course, we need better batteries, but that is what it is. It'll come in time. The old trencher. We're, I think, 8 years now. Almost no problems. I did, not so long ago, put new wheels and tires on there. So that was a nice upgrade. That was a real nice upgrade, actually. So, I mean, she still runs first pull. We got the old Lawn Mower. I recently put a solar panel on the hood just to make sure she's always topped off. The old Budweiser can for the beer holder. And then before you run these fuckers, you've got to break the connection to the solar panel. So I went ahead and put some connectors on here. She's even charging now in low light. And but before you start it, you got to break this, otherwise you fry the wires inside the charge controllers. That was a hard lesson to learn. I've probably been through 5 or 6 solar panels now. Got one on the dozer, get her charged up. Red, and we're not getting quite enough light right now. But get her charged up. She basically has a couple of set screws in the drive belt shafts that I need to get anchored in. All the new drive belts are in. Everything is pretty much good to go. And then we'll be running the dozer again. I got the old Sorensen 9-foot twin hole fiberglass boat. She's great for the pond, but unfortunately it's just, there's not a lot of point in getting in the boat when it's in your backyard and you don't go anywhere. I do have a cure for that, however, but the cure for it, I don't even know what to say. I had a back when I got dive certified, I got a kayak, which is here. Been sitting under the porch a while. I broke the transom. We can fix that. But I had a 36-pound electric thrust electric trolley motor for it. And so it'd send the kayak about 7 knots. There's tic-tac-toe. It'd send the kayak about 7 knots. But instead of the 86-pound thrust, I just got the 36-pound thrust. I got this one, which is an 86-pound thrust, 24 volt. So we can either put this on the kayak or on the rowboat, 24 volt. So we're gonna upgrade a couple things, get a little better, a few more batteries. And so yeah, there's a water project, which would be very fun. Buddy gave me a new TIG welder, so we get to start playing with new ways of welding. There's the old oars for the rowboat. You guys know about this project, paddle wheel. She's pretty close to being done. I got another piece here for the alternator. Got her mounted up. Gotta make sure I find the right sprocket. Bring this chain up here, and then we'll test her out on speeds and all that kind of stuff. And we'll find out if she works or not. I mean, that'll be a big deal. Got the old 1980s Suzuki 125 2-stroke. She needs a little bit of love. I cleaned the carburetor recently, but she still just doesn't want to quite run right. But she does fire and run. So, plenty fun. Picked up this little guy for 200 bucks when they had 30 miles on it. And I think we're up to 76 miles. So I ride that to work, because work's not even a quarter mile. There's no reason to even fire up a car for that. But yeah, I got 3 more scooters, so it's neither here nor there. That's the old engine out of the 71 yellow Beetle. Had a bad clutch problem, but it's out there torn up now, or the back end anyway. The rest of the car's fine, just needs cleaned. Picked up this motor several years ago. It's a 2276, and I'm not sure what special project that's going to go into, but that's 200 horsepower of pure raw Volkswagen. This little guy is the Predator 670 V-twin, and I plan on this to go into the Odyssey that I'll show you next. It's even clutched. I don't know if you guys saw that. It's even clutched already and ready. See the clutch down there? There you go. So it's ready. Need an engine plate, fuel tank, and some welding and fittings and stuff like that. And we'll get into having probably a snorty little Odyssey. And I'm talking about that for this guy. You can see it's all ready. There's your aft drive, and we got the old Odyssey here, working as a hose holder right now. That's the plan for that 670. Got the Kawasaki 300 Bayou. Bought a brand new carburetor for it. It just never really wanted to run right. but I know it's solid and needs a tune-ups, carburetor, clean, battery type of deal. And this is a great little two-wheel drive quad. Got the 1973 Super Beetle back here with the 1776 cc. She was a runner. Oh my goodness, she was a runner. I got the Scrap 73, which I'm actually thinking about shortening 2 or 3 feet and maybe putting a second Odyssey body on this. Saw a guy, the old Duckman, duckshit.net, and he made a quad out of a bug. And I was like, fuck, well, if he can make a quad out of a bug, I can make an Odyssey out of a bug. You guys know I got spare engines. I got another one in the shop, a 1641. We got plenty of stuff if we just do it. Got the old 91 YJ. I've already bought new LED headlights, new LED tail lights. I recently put a seat heater pad in there. Gonna get new seat covers. But just a great old car. I did recently get shipped a new transmission rebuild kit because we have a little trouble in second. She won't stick, but still very drivable. And then of course you guys saw the new project. We have the oversized lawn tractor with the Chevy 350. And that, I don't even know what to think about this. It was kind of an emotional buy, and I think it's going to be fun. I just don't really know. One thing for goddamn sure is we got to get mufflers on it. We got to get mufflers on that thing. Another project is the 68 bus. Just empty as a clamshell, but fires, runs, drives just fine. Even camped in here one night. That was kind of fun. Might do that again just to show you guys. Might do that again to show you guys. The 1600 on the bench in the garage, I told you came out of a functioning Beetle. Well, there she is. It'll get turned into a Baja or a Roadster type. And so it's just a matter of whether I want to regasify this or electrify it. But it's a pretty solid Beetle. That's a 71. Got my old flatbed, ramps pull out from the bottom, spare transmission, 12-volt Volkswagen. Got the old camper a friend gave to me, oh Christ, I don't know how many years ago. But it doesn't leak, and just looking to give it away. Got the old rototiller, rear tine. She fired up, got parked. That's all good. Got the old 21-foot Bayliner. 86, I think, as well. Explorer. Oddly enough, it's got the Volvo 125 Penta, and it's got 15 hours on the engine. But unfortunately, I lost the trailer and couldn't tow it out of here. And so that, sorry kids. And so this is just where she's going to sit until I can tow it out again, because she really needs some love. That engine and something else. It's a 1940s cement mixer. I got it from my old fire chief. You talk about something that just doesn't break. Get me a new electric motor. We'll get and it's actually on a tongue and trailer, so you can tow it and all that kind of fun stuff. I got the old antique horse carriage. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Little wood on the bench back here, and hook it up to a scooter or a quad or something. A couple of 10-15 inch bicycle wheels, and that's actually a beautiful little trailer. So yeah, I'm giving you guys an idea of what the projects are like, which is why I'm overwhelmed. And I recommend to all of you, don't do this. Don't do what I'm doing. I'm over here by the shop. I'm not showing you the code here real quick. Not that, you know, if you guys want to stop by, I'll let you in anyway. But in the shop, yeah, like I was trying to say, don't do what I'm doing. Get one or two projects and work them to the end. Decide if you like it, and then get out of them or continue doing it. Don't do what I'm doing. This is just stupid. I got my my 74 Super Beetle, which got put down in about 2009, but it's got refloored, and this car will not come out of this garage unless it's run with a joystick. There will be no steering wheel or pedals, and so that is something I'm sticking to. I know you guys saw the videos on the crane. Well, there it is. It's just in here out of the weather, so it doesn't rust away. Back there a little further is the electric rototiller. Not a big deal. Lots of spare tires. Maybe you can use some of these on one of the lawn tractors or something. I still have the FL 250s for both Odysseys. I have both engines in here. Oh, there's one. There she's sitting. And they're both going to be fine. So a 250cc two-stroke. This is a 14-inch wood planer. All ready to go. Just haven't used it yet. This was a something I played with a long time ago. Make hydrogen in the shop. We'd launch up punch balloons and let them blow up in the sky. Hey, another alternator. I like that. If the one on the dam doesn't work, then we'll try that one before we have to buy another one. Third engine, 1641cc. Nice running engine. There's probably 2,000 miles on that tops. It burnt the tires on the 74 behind me with 31s on it. She just roasted the tires. Yeah, what a great little engine. And so, that isn't even everything, but I wanted to give you guys an idea of the projects I'm working on, the projects I have. Here's an old trailer fairing. Thought about making a smokehouse or something out of it. It was just like a tool shed for the front of a semi-trailer, but just hasn't been the time to do that one. And in the playroom over here, I've got I got 3 scooters and an antique Ford carriage for an old horse-drawn coach. I was going to tear that thing apart and put Harbor Freight wheels on it, and I saw Ford inscribed on the spindles, and I was like, oh crap, I can't do that. But it just kind of turned into another storage bin. But like I said, I got 3 more scooters in here, and some fantastic Volkswagen wheels, another dashboard for the 68 bus. Those big old wheels back there for the wheels and tires for the Volkswagens. Some scooter plastics. You can see a little bit of the antique Ford frame. The fenders off of the 71 Beetle. Here's the dive gear for the creek, which I also have the 4-inch dredge, which we need to fire up one of these days and really see if we can get some gold down at bedrock in the creek. Yeah, so yeah, I have like literally 40 or 50 gas engines on the property. The projects are too many, and it's a matter of prioritizing, basically. Get off my lazy ass, prioritize something, get something done, get rid of it, keep it, or move on. And yeah, it's just kind of where we are. There's another You guys saw that not long ago. Little back blade to hook on the rear hitch of the dozer to make grading a little easier. But it's a matter of prioritizing getting it done or getting it gone. And the short of it is, I think I need help. I love watching the guys like Grind Hard Plumbing. I love watching the guys at Cars and Cameras. So they like, hey dude, see you at 9. See you at 9. All right, we're here. And I don't have that. I'm loner extraordinaire. And got no one to share, no one to help. And I'm not trying to make an excuse. I'm kind of saying all this for my own accord and try to help myself through it. And I need to throw it out there so that maybe some of you will start to help keep me accountable for some of the stuff I need to do. And I want to throw out a big thank you for those of you that do subscribe, those of you that will. I also need to say, lastly, is I do have a Patreon. I don't promote it because I can't figure out why the fuck somebody would send me money for no reason. I can't think of a reason or a benefit to ask someone to give me a monthly subscription on Patreon to do things when I can't give them a benefit of some kind. But I'm going to post the Patreon link at the bottom of this. See what happens. And I'll keep fully tracked on whatever that income is, on which project it goes to, when and why. Like I said, if it's a financial problem for a project, well, then maybe we'll save up for something. And maybe that's a reason for Patreon. Maybe you guys want to see something get done. Maybe, I don't know, something in the future I can do that every dollar you spend on Patreon gets you an equal value on something else. I'm gonna start working on that because, you know, quite honestly, I'm getting a little old and I don't really want to keep going to work every day or almost every day. You guys know I don't work too hard, but yeah, it's a major motivation problem, and some help would help, but you know, that may or may not come, so I'm just gonna have to deal with it. I appreciate you all listening, even though most of you lost most of you already for me rambling on. I appreciate y'all, and we'll talk to you soon, and we'll get going on one of these. Thanks, guys.